GM CEO Mary Barra hammered today on Capitol Hill, lawmakers demanding answers about why it took 10 years to recall cars with a defective ignition switch that's now linked to 13 deaths.
You're relating specific incidents that happened.
You don't know?
In our entire investigation.
You don't know about that?
Is the company responsible?
We will make the best decisions for our customers, recognizing that we have legal obligations and responsibilities as well as moral obligations.
But the ignition switch issue isn't the only recall GM has been dealing with. Just yesterday, it issued a recall for 1.3 million cars to fix a power steering problem.
New tonight, 24-hour News 8's Tom Hillen spoke with a West Michigan man who has been dealing with this problem for nearly a decade.
Brian and Marley, still so many questions to be answered in this story, but Gary Goosen says he's only driven his 2004 Chevy Malibu about 5 times in the last 2 months because of power steering issues. He says that all the problems he has had with the car made a little bit more sense when he looked and saw it was part of the latest recall from GM. Goosen and his wife bought their 04 Malibu right off the showroom floor, and it didn't take long for the problems to begin.
The first problems began at about 34,000 miles, so just before the factory warranty was up.
The problem was with the steering, so he brought it to get fixed, but the issues came back again and again and again.
Most of the times the power steering error would come on the screen and the service engine light would come on and it would just cut out. You couldn't move the steering wheel hardly at all.
He remembers what it was like that first time the steering went out.
I was completely blown away. I can't steer. What's going on with the vehicle?
Goosen is just one of more than 1 million Chevy drivers that have had similar issues.
Of course, it's going to be worse for General Motors because they have 1.3 million cars that they're recalling for just for the power steering loss, and so that's sizable.
After the most recent issue just a few weeks ago, Goosen brought the car in once again. This time to get it fixed would have cost him around $1,000. Now he's glad he waited. Does it kind of all make sense now?
It does, yep. We hadn't had the steering cut out completely like it has until about 2 months ago, and I haven't driven the car hardly at all since then.
And with 3 busy kids needing to go here and there, being down a car doesn't make life any easier. Would you feel unsafe putting your family in this car at this point?
Oh yes, yeah, very unsafe when my wife and kids are in the car.
Now, Goosen said he recently got a company car, which has made things easier, but wishes his wife didn't have to drive their gas-guzzling SUV all the time. Now, if you would like a complete list of the nearly 7 million vehicles currently under recall with GM, you can head to our website, woodtv.com, and we have them listed there for you, Brian.
I think what's so frustrating for so many people is that it took so long to acknowledge, and we're talking about 50-cent parts.
Oh, absolutely. You know, in this case, he bought that car brand new and what, 36,000 miles into it. He started to have problems, and those have been ongoing now for nearly a decade, and he's just now finding out that, hey, this should have been fixed a long time ago.
Yep. All right, Tom, thank you.